I have not read the patch notes quite yet, so it's going in blind, besides the hub notes. So we have a new map. Kings of the Mediterranean. Yeah, the whales, large mineral deposits contained in the central plateau, provide opportunity to boost the economy land. Okay. House of Hanover. Okay. Hyman Raider. Game stability and performance. UI. Indicators on the friends list. Nice. Visually highlighted attack move button increase awareness of its function. Friendly constraints are compass, point, step, or map orientation. Yeah, I realized that. Unique church gates that come with a negative effect, so now constantly have a blue icon, that's nice. Remove non-functional buttons that were displayed on the chat panel. Great. Deck builder button is now disabled when in a Civ selected. The Civ pick builder UI. Improved mod screen, fixed. Gameplay, 50-minute option for 3D mode has been added, okay. 3D technology in the Civ data is not properly applied when 3D game rules are active. That's so good. Fix an issue. Extort card reset camera option. Okay. Fixed. Graphics. CDBs. Creature watch has some better visuals. Okay. Added a new cloak for the Dutch skirmish in H2. That's great. Fixed. Each unique church technology royal guard has no unique visuals. Oh yeah. That's one option to get up to. All the unique visuals. Unique guard cosmetic puffs. Yeah, battleships use different cosmetics when upgraded to the unique battleship card. Nice. Updated portraits. Fixed. Improved. The ability of melee mode of several light cavalry units. Okay. Sounds. The Roman Centurion hero cosmetic now splits Latin. Plan of Miramere fixed the missing voltage of voiceover. Savalak's Jägers now speak Finnish instead of German. Italians fix the missing attack voice lines for male settler. Germans fix the wrong creation sound of Landwehrs. Okay, mods. Now we come to the big ones, the civilization bandits. General, Native American builder menu adjusts the villager build menu to one Native American building by moving mouse camera. Yeah, been a while. Tribute penalty. This is a big one. Increase the penalty for tributing resources to allies to 20% in H1 from 12%. That gets successfully reduced by 2% per each age. Results in a 12% penalty in H5. So slinging was always really strong at team games. Where one of your mates stays in H1 and is slinging a resource over and over with no penalty whatsoever. This might address it, that it's not gonna get used as often. Hand infantry corrected damage values for 4-cover mode attacks hand infantry units. Curious what that would look like. Like previous was like 50%. Not sure what is now. Range infantry and counter skirmishers that had their range damage against heavy infantry and shock infantry reduced have their damage multipliers increased again by 20%. Both multipliers are now equal at range attack. Okay, grenade troopers aligns the negative multiplier of grenadier style units to from 0.4 to 0.5 against cavalry, so they do less damage against cavalry, I guess. No, more damage, right? Yeah, more damage against cavalry. No, yeah. Less damage against cavalry. There we go. Stealth. The following units are a bit faster. Yeah, this we knew from the pub. All those units are, slightly faster. Now the sling, yeah. I'm definitely looking for the Prowl Knights and the Chimneys. Warships improve the turn rate of ships with standard broadside attack to make it easier for them to pursue hit-moving targets. Yeah, there was like an instance where ships was like trying to shoot and then couldn't shoot because your ship was moving away. Treasure Guardians adjusted hit points and damage of primarily African and European Treasure Guardians, mostly by reduction. Great. Units and buildings. Field. It's now built more quickly when in range of a granary and can be constructed in H1. Great. It's gonna adjust a lot of stuff for the Africans late game. Native Scout now can be trained by Aztec, Haudenosaunee, and Lakota from the town center and native embassy. Now inflicts 5 times bonus versus mercenaries removed from advanced scouts. So this is gonna give them an option against mercenary threats. Royal Guard upgrades. Costs have been adjusted as follows. For cavalry units from 850 wood, 850 coin. For infantry it's 750 wood and coin. For artillery it's 400 wood and coin. 400 wood and food, my bad. So everything is cheaper except for the artillery. The spy cost reduced to 110 coin, down from 125, and improved attack prioritization against heroes and mercenaries. I can upgrade it. Explorer. All explorers are now unique as they look. Each exploration has received a small bonus. British, +1 ranged and +1 2 line of sight. Dutch can train envoys. French constructs trading posts faster, +1 range damage. Germans, hit points range 15% faster. Italians, bonus damage against treasure guardians and pets, +0.25 at range and +0.5 in melee. Ottomans, 5% hit points. Portuguese, unchanged. Russians, +3 siege damage, nice. Spanish can train war dogs, unchanged. And Swedes get +1 melee damage. Horse art, no transforms notably faster between Bombard and Limber mode. Levite and Spearman and Bowman cannot be trained in batches of 5, but takes 7 seconds longer to train. That's gonna be huge for defending. Priestess and War Priests can no longer be trained from batches from Athel monasteries and American citadels. Aww, that was so fun to play with. Especially for Inca's Priestess, since they take like an eternity to build. But oh well. Wild Boar Beast. Flipped the strength of wild boars and beasts. Greatly reduced the number of beast treasure and guardians. Missionary Guardian named the heretic. Slay the heretics. This is a July patch. Yeah. This is a July patch, but the patch will come tomorrow. This is just a patch note that will arrive then tomorrow. Berber Camels now have 0.5 malus for ranged infantry, light infantry I mean, and on their melee and charge attacks. Great. Chakram, renamed Chakram Thrower. Conquistadors, changed the range damage by 1. Drummer now costs 1 population slot and attack rate improvement slightly reduced. Fixed the missing infantry tag. Maya Castle from the Mayans, renamed American Citadel. This building can also now train ranged infantry units and limited theory from other civilizations. Slight increase to the attack. Now automatically improves upon advancing to 4 and 5 by plus 20% hit points and damage each. Damn. Maya Javelineer is now tech as a foot archer. That's gonna be nice for some cards. Now Nutka Klopman now can be trained in batches of 10. Wow. Nutka War Chiefs. Picks missing War Chiefs traits. Okay. Prince Chevalier House Rudelsbach now have 0.6 malus against light infantry on the melee attack. Melee attack bonus for heavy cav increased by 0.3, more or less. Range damage bonus for heavy cav and shock infantry increased to 2.75 and 2. Damn. One side like already good. Is this a pixel game? Shut up, Miles. Just shut up. Cruiser Basui fixed an issue where the unit would trample attack instead of the tendon attack. Royal Dragoon now uses Stampede against trample mode. Curious what this means. Royal Musketeer charts at pistol attack now takes. Oh, this wasn't great. 25% less damage against villagers. Pixel badge confirmed. Yeah. Smile Easter Warrior decreased the speed by 0.5. Yeah, great. Decrease our cav by this nerf overall. Like in every aspect. Speed, multiplier, and train time. Yoruba got more line of sight. Ascari got a little cheaper. That's where like the musketeer units no one ever uses. Barbaric Corsair reduced by 20 coin. Battleship range reduced to 32, so that's now they cannot outrange Covenants anymore. Great change. Blackrider melee damage increased by 8. Interesting. Bosnia increased the hit points damage promotion to 10%, down from 15, and to 15% down from 25. It's still going to be a very deadly shipment though. The Amazon population reduced by 1. Giant Grenadier population increased by 1. Inquisitor. Building damage increased by 8. Damn. But attack rates load. Ah, okay, so that's an overall nerf. Also slower, no resist 35%. Und wenn es von einem bisschen Vorwärtstechnology, okay. Okay, it's a nerf. Because previous it was like, what, 50? Hit points Kanuri Guard got buffed by a lot. Jesus. Little Bomber cost reduced by 100. And Train Time also reduced by 20 seconds. Mount Rifleman. Remove Rifleman class and just a negative damage bonus for Heavy Cav and Shock Infantry. To keep them in line with other counter skirmisher units. Makes sense. Now pairing gun. Little less pop and R is also cheaper. And it's faster as well. Nice. Your Jim will increase the melee area effect from 2 to 1 and siege damage by a lot. Nanda Rider got a little... yeah, plus 1 population. But that's more along the side. Oh, no technologies. It's gonna take a while until we got through this. Cash crops. Technology cost reduced to 1000 wood. Crop rotation, subsistence farming. Technology reduced by 100 wood. Large scale farming. Villagers now gather from fields 35% faster, up from 30. And are also cheaper. So these are all the Hausa and Ethiopian field upgrades. Mirage Politics now reduce age up by only 15%. Yeah, we know that. Maya Cotton Armor reduce the cost by a third and points improvement cut in half. But also now affects foot archers, nice. Golden Rider reduced ability duration to 15 seconds. It was 60 seconds. Jesus. You realize that? Native change and skin change are great. Yeah, agree to that. 2-boy enemy law. Just got cheaper. Victorian era. Fixed issue where some civilizations could not upgrade the factory in the Industry Age. Oh, okay. For European own. For European unity. Okay, cards. Advanced Scout no longer enables scouts in town centers and now increases bonus damage versus mercenaries by 3, down from 10. Advanced Farm now gives, like, all the advanced cards now gives a wagon of each what they represents. Blood Brothers now also increase the build limit and hit points of native embassies. Interesting take. Fencing School fixed an issue where this card could not improve the train time of Shock Infantry for several nations. Okay. Heavy Fortifications. This card now only researches defensive technologies of your respective civilization, resulting in a smaller score increase. Finally! Yeah, finally the patchnotes. Research time increased by 20 seconds, added Ethiopians and Hausa to have heavy fortifications. Interesting. Higher Armor Pistoliers got 1 less that you can get from the shipment. For Grenadiers, unit count increased to 5, and now also enables Grenadier training in barracks renamed Line Grenadiers. For Naval Scouts, no longer enables Naval Scouts as they are available by default. Great. Okay, now to the civilization-based changes. Le link? I can give you the link. I can't do it here, can I? Hey Julian. There you have the link. Now we come to the Aztecs. Ironite now inflicts 0.6 damage against cavalry and shock infantry. Good change. Jack Brownite now benefits from combat promotions and is a little faster yet again. Warrior Priest spawn time increased by 10%. They got the 5 fill specs finally. I know 3 players that are gonna be happy about this. Kamakak no longer ships a Warrior Priest. I'm fine with that. Thanks, you're welcome. Chihuahuas renamed to Tolokan Garrisons. Okay, fine with that. Night Combat moved to H4. Interesting. New. Otsuma Citadel. Ships an American citadel. Identical to Maya Castle. Yeah, okay. Temper of Xipetotec support. Now improves Coyote Runner's armor by 15% up from 10. So this is gonna make them not as squishy against skirmishers. Legendary Coyote Runners now improves the hit points and damage by an additional 10%. Nice. And all British mains, time to cheer up. You got your 3 worlds back. Yay. But your 5 worlds got removed. So I guess Brits are still unchanged on the top again. Gentleman of the Pike, age 4. Researches Guard Pikemen, allows researching Imperial Pikemen for a reduced cost. Okay. Musketeer Grenadier cards have been renamed to Coldstream Guards, Scots Guards, and Team Grenadier Guards. I would assume that all these are historical references. Black Watch, the Glorious Revolution, also grants Highlander hit points regeneration, plus 3 line of sight and plus range, enables Highlanders from taverns. Damn! That's juicy. Red Thin Line now only applies to musketeers instead of all infantry, and changes their visuals. Curious how they would look like. Unique musketeer upgrades improved hit points by 35% down to 40, but damage increased by an additional 5%. Interesting. Chinese Transcendence, one of the most controversial abilities in the game at the moment, has now a cup of feeling by 100 hit points per unit. So no longer artillery hearing for free. Cards. Double-faced armor now applies to Keshiks. Repelling volley increases arquebus here. Shogun multiply against light infantry by additional 0.25%. Was already a good card, but damn. That's gonna like shred Argoons. Units and buildings. Arquebus range damage reduced by 1. Flamethrower pop reduced by 1. Keshiks got a little better with 500 hit points. Meteor Hammer range reduced by 1 and cost increased by 5 coin. This increases the coin of the Forbidden Army by 10 coin. Damn. Village reduced hit points by 500 and line of sight decreased by 6. Russian Expeditionary Force. Russian Consulate now sends 5 dragoons instead of 6 Cossacks. I like this change, since China already struggled against Cav. It's gonna help them to defend against it. Russian Brigade now sends 25 Giovanni-like infantry instead of 15 Hussars. I take it. Now we come to the Dutch. Belgian Revolution. Now also converts Reuters into revolutionaries. Okay. North Regiment, age 3, 1000 coin, sends 14 musket-armed blue guards and enables them in forts. I don't think this card will ever get used, but it's a nice card, I guess. They have musketeers. Wargathers, new name to Red Lancers. Previous name is now used in H2 card. For selling 4 Swiss pikemen, enabling them in taverns and barracks for a smaller price. Carabiners also increase range attack by 1. Staatswachten, research time is 10 seconds shorter. I take it. Tabard H1, the amount of additional coin per mountain mercenary reduced by 100. Draft Oxen moved to H1. I still don't think anyone will use this card. Higher Band Cannoneers reduced by 1. Higher Cannoneers reduced by 2. 14 Somalis reduced to 11. Bunch of nerfs for Ethiopians. Sunnis Alliance and Somali Alliance both reduced their HA bonus by 100 influence. The Brigade born in line with other European HAs. Neftena attack reduced by 1. Shuttle Warrior, damage multiplier changed from infantry to light infantry. Not big. I feel sorry for Ethiopians. Gonna got hit hard this patch. User trade time reduced by 5 seconds. Native Scout can be trained from the Town Center and Neighbor's Embassy by default. is upgraded to a mounted Lancer unit with greater build limit on reaching the French Revolution. Ooh. Curious what the mounted Lancer will look like, if it is the same as the Spanish one. Sans Goulet now counters heavy infantry instead of all infantry. Wasn't this like the French builds? Cards. Storming of the Bastille. The Sans Goulet siege damage improved by 20%, down from 25. Napoleonic Era now some upgrades Bourbon units to guard status and turns them into Napoleonic versions. Fancy School. Yeah, we saw that earlier. Technologies. Young Guard now also enables Grenadier training in barracks. Nice. Like this change. Also Germans. Advanced Buildings. Fix an issue where this card could not deliver units as expected. Circle Army. This card costs 625 wood and food in treaty game mode if Blood Brothers card has been sent. Okay. Native Embassy cards. Fix an issue where cards did not apply the German Civ bonus. Also, all this native cards got improved. Wetting by 2, Wetting by 2, Habsburg by 2, and the 14 Habsburg also to 3. Winged Polish Hussars now delivers 1 additional Winged Hussar, that's nice. Zweihänder, Treaty of Westphalia. Now also increases the opposite range by 1. By 1, not by run. Needle Gunners. Unique skirmish upgrade now increases hit points by 30%, down to 40, but it improves the rate of fire by 0.25. So then you're gonna have decent skirms now. Yulin Chapka Ulans. Unique Yulin upgrade now also improves range resistance by 5%. Named Prussian Yulans. Nice. Prince Selectors. Fixed inch by Royal Hunter. Wouldn't cost any population after allying with the Oldenburg Royal House. Fix an issue where the population changes for allied native units different from the cards. Okay, now to the Haudenosaunee. New civilization bonus. Tree lasts longer, plus 75%. Pounds on the big buttons of each reduced by 5%. It's gonna quite nice. Cards. 8 ANRs improved to 9, 11 ANRs increased to 20, 9 Forest Brawlers increased to 13, 6 Musket Riders increased to 8, Canadian Loyalists, that were the France Dragoons that arrived fast for 1,000 food, or 900 food. Conservative Tactics now improves all infantry, moved to Elder Section to the Warrior. Environmentalism. Tree yield reduced to 400%, to 500, but now converts the cost of Forest Brawlers and Musket Riders to wood and food. Maybe more of a treaty thing? Not sure. Extend the fortifications 2, renamed to Advanced Warheads and merged with Warhead Training Card. And also improved. New Native Warrior Conscription replaces the Native Warriors 25% cheaper and Team Native Warrior Societies plus 20% build limit to a single card. Damn, that's gonna be a powerful shipment. Team Scout Infantry moved to 8-1, also since 1 Native Scout. Wampum moved to 8-3 and reduced the unit trade time by 20%. Artillery and siege units only 5%. Okay. War training replaced with Warhead. Okay. Replaced with Advanced Warhead. Okay. Minimum rate of fire mechanic removed, thankfully. Was quite annoying to fight against. Hausa. Dwarf Oxen moved to H1. I still don't think anyone will use this card. Purple Alliance. H-Up now provides Turn Influence down from 400. Same with the Archons. To bring it down more to the European Asians. H-Up bonuses. Imam. Fix an issue where the Imam would cost food and influence. No cost influence as expected. Merai. Hit points reduced by 10. And cost also by 10. So I'm gonna be easier to train. I take this straight. Dane Guns. Changes Mega cost to 100 coin and 90 influence. because they're gonna be a little bit easier to make. Inca. Jusky now inflicts 5 times bonus damage against mercenaries. Team Runner, damage multiplier against artillery decreased to 1.2. Ranka, no big change. AoE III attack range increased by 3. Increase the damage multiplier against artillery by additional 0.5. Decrease the damage multiplier against cavalry by 0.2. And against infantry also by 0.3. Now to the cards. Aymara support now adds 0.5 bonus damage justice against heroes instead of mercenaries. Yeah, since they have the 3 times bonus against mercenaries already. Improve Chasqui damage by -6. But increase the build limit by 15. Now since 7 Chasquis up from 5. Overall good change. I think I'm gonna use the Aymara support more often. Cloud Warriors move to A3. So the A3 is even more crowded. Yay. Tatapoya support increase the Ranka building attack by range by +7 up from +5. I take it. But technology. Champion and legendary Rankas now let's +1 range to the range each, okay. Queen's Festival. Cost reduced by 50 resources each. So it's gonna be much easier to implement it to your build now. Indians, shipment rate. Increase shipment curve penalty to 10% from 8. I get like really close to German ship penalty, isn't it? 7 ASAPs reduced to 1, like to 6, I mean, -1. Javinian Metal Material Arts. Now improved rifle melee and damage by 20% down from 30. Yeah, quite ridiculous. Relative Mansapta melee damage reduced to 12 from 14. Cover mod and head attack reduced to 6 from 7. Gurkha Mansapta melee damage increased to 8 and melee damage multiplier against heavy infantry increased to 2.5. Now use the famous Kukuri sword in melee animations. Nice. Great addition, but we're never gonna see this ever. So, okay. Oh, now to the Italians. Basilica champions now drive 20% past in the Imperial Age, like other cards. Okay. There's Financiers. Like all the shipments for your Basilicas has been reduced by 200 or 300. And, you know, the H4 as well was 700. Insane. And Uffizi. XP gather rate during resource conversions has been reduced significantly. So if you have all 5 Lombards up, it's going to give you the equivalent to 1 TP. Compared to 2.5 TPs. Freemasonry now enables architects to build outposts and walls. Ah, it's now locked behind a card. I like this change. Roman Tactics. Hit points improvement reduced to 10%. And automatic Imperial upgrade to Power of the Year hit points to 25%. And damage aura removed. Power of the Year damage aura lowered to same level as Pikemen and Cavaliers. Ah, okay. Since you can now upgrade them to 4 and 5, makes sense. Heavy Paviers reduced the resistance improvement by 5%. Holy League added the missing cost of 1,500 coin. I forgot what the card was. And Red Shirts renamed the name to whatever this is. I'm not that Italian. Technologies, Paper Guard. Amount of Paper Guard reduced by 3. And 2. When using the advanced politician cards. Also enables Guard Imperial. Oh, in addition to that, okay, that's insane then. So not only do you get the guards, you also get the Guard Imperial upgrades for Power of the Years. Damn. Spin Guards. Unique cover upgrade also increased the range resistance by 5%. Galleon Mortars. Unique mortar upgrade also reduced the mortar cost by 50 coin. Fetching and Guard Power of the Years no longer improves the attack range. -2. Aww. Carabinieri. Move to A3. And Risorgimento, whatever it is, moved to H4 from H2. What was this card again? I guess we're gonna see in a second. Until then of Italy is hard to read patch notes for the Civ. Until then of Italy is hard to reach the patch notes for Civ. Ah, you mean the changes that will impact the Civ is hard to read. Yeah. Totally agree to that. You're gonna have to wait for tomorrow until we can actually see the changes ourselves. Architect can no longer build outposts and walls by default. There's already decreased the damage bonus which against cav and shock infantry of the stun attack by a little bit. Not really that impactful, since it's only the stun attack. Paper Zouave now only provides damage reflection to other range infantry, and for the Paper Lancer, it's only flags for cavalry. And Pavsey hit points reduced by 5. I don't like this change. The base hit points. Japanese Shinobi no Mono removed negative multiplier against heavy cavalry. Okay. Close combat hit points improvement increased by 5%. Which is the Ashigaru one. Everyone wondering. Nakoda X-Rider multiplier against light infantry reverted to 0.75. Winter Kurds moved to H1. 7 counterfires decreased the units to 7 from 21 and only cost 400 coin. Not although Lakota Might's gonna be crying about it. Lakota Dakota Soldiers H2 big button. It's a little cheaper. Yeah, I like this change. It was quite ridiculous to get the big button going. Lakota War Chief Berserk attack now only inflicts 25% damage against the beast of whatever hero, Shadow Guardian. Sorry. Was he able to one-hit them? Not quite sure. Maltese civilization bonus. Hit points increased per ship and now is only 1% for ships, artillery, and 2% for everything else. Morgan's warship, a flagship, added to the... Yeah, now has a coin cost. Wall guns. Our rate is increased to 16 from 12. No longer improves sentinels near enemy walls if the Crusader Knight technology got research. Yeah. Good change. Flamethrowers now also sends artillery foundry wagon. 7 flamethrowers increased by 1. Units and buildings. Depot is a little more expensive and takes a little longer to build. And has a little less blast radius. Big gun is no longer affected by Maltese hit points bonus. Population decreased by 1 and range by 1. Minimum range distance to enemy's first tonsa 10 center is reduced. Okay. Hospital hits units a little slower and has also less radius. Technologies. Arbalesters unique crossman upgrade now improves the strength to 35. Also minus 5%, but research is 10% fast, 10 seconds faster. Basilisk? It's such a meme. Covenants also now inflict additional poison damage. No idea what this is all about. How big the poison damage is, if it is the same as the Jungle Bowman one. Oh well. Mexicans. Advanced frontier defenses. This now costs 200 wood and to send during the revolution. Cost removed after returning to Mexico. So that's gonna slow down their fast industry by a little bit, but still not by a whole lot. Plan of where was I? Oh, there. Bastimento. Now also reduce the settler trainer by 20% for your Grand Revolution, so it's gonna be easier to reboom. Old 300. Tax Revolution now ships 24 citizens down to 85. Yeah, was quite ridiculous. That is like send one ship and bam, you have 85 settlers. There you go. Clamp Ayutla. Increase the cost of revolutionaries again by 10% instead of 30. And allows them training batches of 10. Cost reduced to 500 each. So easier to send and better overall. Plan of Tux Tepek. Yeah. So this was a card that changes your skirms to the soldados. There's no cost of 2000. Damn. Rancheros. Quarteros spawn time at Asianas increased by 10 seconds. It was quite a good card. Insurgente combat at the Dome City. Resolvitas. Increase Insurgente range to 14 from 10. But you still can't upgrade them to H4, right? Interesting. Nora Quarteros. Quarteros can no longer kill huntable animals or gather food for them. From them. Technologies Vigilantes. Unique side door upgrade also reduced the cost by 5 coin and increased the range by 1. Charos. Unique Shinako upgrade researches 10 seconds faster. Units and buildings. Shinako damage for hand shock infantry removed. Oh nice, I love that. As the end line of sight reduced by 10, Insurgente got a little more expensive. Now I have a siege rate of fire by 3, but the damage increased by 20. So it's a 4 damage nerf overall. Fix a slow last attack animation for the Yucatan Insurgente. Interesting. Now for the Ottomans. Curious. One of the most oppressive Siths lately in this patch. Abyss Gunner, train time increased by 2 seconds. Damage multiplier gets light reduced by 0.25. Artillery run of sight increased by 2. 0.25 for coverance. And now use the unique Ottoman cosmetics by default. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. As up, damage increased to 8 from 6, but range multiplier decreased by 1. Bashi Bazuk, negative multiplier against. Yeah, they got more streamlined to other Minutemans. Omborachi, line of sight corrected to 17 compared to 15. Damage multiplier against artillery reduced by another 2.25. Bahi, hidden cost increased to 400 from 280 food. Bounties adjusted accordingly. Unit corrected to Sipahi. Unit now constructs stun centers 50% slower than other villagers. Yeah, so what? Just split the town center with a hero. Bam. Fixed. And 4 Homuratis increased to 5. Technologies. Millet system is a little more expensive. The Imam. So this is essentially the logistician upgrade compared to other European nations. Cost reduced by 800 food, but now only sends 100 coin down to 150. Capiculu Corpse. Cost increased to 255 food. And Topku Corpse increased to 1750 coin. Not sure how much it will impact the timings, since you're gonna send the church cut anyways, so that it's 50% cheaper. So we'll have to wait and see how much harder and how much delayed it is. The new order of infantry, Palace Intrigue A3, cost reduced by 250 wood. Ulufellus. Unique Humbarachi upgrade also reduced the coin by 5. Okay. Portuguese. Order of the Tower and Sword. Now also improves the Black Riders hit points by 15% and melee combat by 30%. Enemies Black Riders in taverns. Interesting. Especially for a nation that already has good dragoons. Rape Shot. Now also removes backup enemies for organs. Nice. And now for the big winner, the Russians. Units and buildings. Stellar of line in sight increased by 2. Musketeer renamed to Recruit, added unique visuals. Halbardier renamed to Poruchik, added some visuals, and is now available in H2. Oh, the relative note. These units always had lower combat values than other Musketeers and Halbardiers. In an effort to make these units' unique values more visible, these units are now unique units. Okay. 4 Grenadiers increased to 5. Boyars no longer affect strategy, but Cav Archers instead. New Order Regiments now improve stats, recruit, and Poruchik hit points and damage by 10%. Landed Gentry enables Cav Archers to be trained in the Commerce Age in shorter train time and for wood instead of coin cost. Piotr's Toy Soldiers recruit damage and hit points reduced by 10%, but this card also affects Poruchiks and Grenadiers. Interesting. Polk A3, Poruchik hit points increased and Poruchiks gain more hit points from nearby infantry. Militant Reforms turns recruits into Northern Guard Musketeers, costing population. Bashkir Rebellions turns Cossack into disciplined Tatar Archers, costing population. House of Romanov moved to H1. Tula Arms Foundry delivers 2 Grenadiers and 1 Artillery Foundry Wagon, so they're trying to make Grenadiers much more useful. Technologies, Westernization. It also resources veteran Poruchiks increased cost by 100 each. Still a steal, it is. For 400 wood and coin, getting all your units take up to veteran. Patchnotes reforms. Cost change 1600 wood and 1600 coin. Oof. It's definitely easier to macro for. But less one resource heavy, but we'll see. Bashkir Ponies only was 23 upgraded Schiavoni like infantry instead of 17 Arthasas. Renamed to Lifeguard Jägers. Tatar Loyalist. Unique Cavalry Arch upgrade improves combat strength by 35% down to 40. But melee resistance by 5% each. Okay. Research is 10% shorter. Renamed to Gloriane. Powerful of Grenadiers. Unique Grenadier upgrade also reduces the food cost by 10%. Spanish Gold. Fixed several instances where cards available in Spanish revolutions did not work as intended. The Viceroyalty of Spain now costs 200 wood to send. Forgot what this card was. Was it the Haciendas? It was Haciendas. Well, Alabarderos now grants Halbardiers hit points generation and promotions. Damn. Wild Geese, which is the church card you have to send, move to H3 and cost reduced by 500 food. Now ships 12 Irish Brigadiers instead of 10 Arquebusiers. Damn. Piroshiki is gonna be so deadly now. Enables Irish Brigadiers them in taverns and improves their movement speed and attack speed. Oh god. What am I reading here? Walloon Guards, H4, U-World sends 14 Fusiliers for 3000 coin. Requires Wild Geese and enables Fusiliers in taverns. So you have to send Wild Geese first, then you get this one, okay. Gadochistas. Unique Lance upgrade also improves movement speed and gets improved by 2.25. So they are, I think, the same speed then as other cavalry. Turkey research time is 10 seconds shorter. Now to the Swedes. Carolines got 5 food more expensive. Negative melee damage rule play towards riflemen changed to include all light infantry. Yeah, good change. But I don't concentrate longbowmen and bowmen quite as fast. And leather cannons no longer attack as gunpowder trooper, and they take longer to train. Damage multiplier against heavy cav reduced by 0.1. Acapella got a little cheaper. Negative damage multipliers of 0.7 increased to 0.75. But Settlers got 5 settlers back to their max build count. Torp got also take a little longer to build, 3 seconds. Line Grenadiers added to Home City. 1 Foundry and 1 Leather Cannon wagon. Renamed whatever this is. Not gonna try to pronounce that. The Swedish foundry that produced the first leather cannons. Oh, okay. German mercenary contracts improves the damage hit points of mercenaries by to 20%, from 25. Light gun carriages. Cost of 200 wood added. So big nerf for the leather cannons. Technologies. Gustavian guards. Now slightly more armor and movement speed. Slovak Jägers. Now also enables Jägers in barracks, but cost increased by 500 wood. Damn. Dark Pikemen. Unique Pikemen upgrade also reduces the cost to 25 wood and 25 food. That's a steal. Get some pike training done. Now we come to the US. German immigrants. Settler wagons are now trainable from the Commerce Age. Delivers a homestead wagon. Cost of 200 wood added. Oklahoma Black Mesa. Cost increased by 50 wood. Kentucky Hunters. No longer increase the owl hoot range, but chips 5 owl hoots instead. Florida Cow Hunters. Now sends 2 cowboys for each ship you have sent so far in this game. I still don't think anyone will ever send this. Seminole Ponies. Now sends 9 houses. I think it was the one that gives you the calf combination for AH5. Modern diversions. South Carolina now sends 2 Quaker guns. Volunteers. Unique state militia upgrade also reaches 15 seconds faster. That's nice. Revolutions. 2 covered wagons infinite no longer increase the build limit by 2 instead. Revolutions with this card, Brazil and Haiti gain +4 to their build limit. Aww. So no longer you see 50 TCs with those revolutions. Barbary State, Loyal Wars at Home City and Combat. Canada. Updated revolution with various cards from the British and French and Toy-Joint revolutions. That is Grizzly Bear, 60 muskets, Fencibles, which researches musketeer upgrades and improves their cost and range. Canadian Militia Officer can always send from the home city and improves villagers, natives, warriors, and militiamen in combat. Central America, 4 settlers infinite card removed, thankfully. 2 cauldrons, cost of 100 wood added. Small changes, but still something. Egypt, higher Balkans steroids. Unit counters reduced to 4. Units count, not counters. Unit count. I can read. It's no longer available to the British. Oh. Finland. Canadian Jäger now has improved combat values. It can also construct the following buildings: Market, Lysopan Church, Arsenal, Tavern, and Native Embassy. Another wilderness. Cleaned up the long tooltip and updated the icon. Card is no longer required to train fishing boats and boats again. Great. Blockhouse build limit assigned to 15 from unlimited. That was a big issue in team games. 5 blockhouse infinite. This card is no longer infinite now since full blockhouses and 1 fort. Renamed to Cha-Cha-Cha. Indian playable now. Yeah, we have to see and write it out. Grand Colombia, Independence Guard, range damage. Multiplier of 1.5 against cavalry added for comparable performance. Other revolutionaries. Colombian Army enables Imperial upgrades for your barracks units to be researched for a greatly reduced cost. Haiti. Pirate, the new population cost of 4 is reduced by -2 instead of being set to 1. Revolutionary now have 50% less hit points down from 20. But also cost -10 food less and gain +2 range. Unit renamed. It's also now available to the British. Okay. Hungary Outlaw Combat at the Home City. And also researches this one, Royal Guard upgrade, for the Ottomans and Guard Cossacks for the Russians. This one is the Grenadier. Indonesia. +2 Iron Cards, Infinite Downs. Oh god. This is so powerful to Ironclads. Mexico. Civilization name. Civilization is now called Revolutionary Mexicans for proper differentiation for the Mexican main civilization. Curio. Now classified as Lancer and Heavy Cav instead of Light Cavalry. Changes cost to 50 food, 50 coin. Added siege resistance of 20%. Increases the range resistance by additional 20%. Damn. And speed decreased. Now counters artillery and skirmishers instead of Heavy Cav. Wild West. Can no longer be researched when the 4 Chaos technology from the tavern is active, and vice versa. Okay. Romania. Julian, speak up. Dora Band have 50% more hit points, up from 10%, but also casts 10 food more. Cav combat added. Danubian Principalities. Allies to the House of Fana in the Nave MSC. Riding Square added. Rosy Dragoons can only present once again, but also allows them to be changed from forts. South Africa. Hey Ashana, what's up? What's new? Now against 200 population by default, instead of setting 3 track wagons. No, how's this turned to track wagons? Okay. Cannot be trained from town center stables, fort and galleons. Allowed the Mexican garrison and damage by 30%. Weekend Warfare. Would you replace your light cavalry units in this day with Imperial war wagons? Damn. That's 400 put to send. Dutch get war wagons now. Great. United States no longer improves Gatling gun hit points, but now sponsored general instead. Updates the revolution with various cards from the US civilization. Cattle drivers, card replaced by fertile lowlands. Conscription replaced with rural island militia. Cowboys replaced with least conventional light dragoons. Native American allies replaced with Bourbon allies. Volunteers card replaced with Morgans. Continental sharpshooters. Ah, we're nearly done. These are the set changes. A bunch of map changes. And a disclaimer. And yeah, this was the patch notes from the patch that will arrive tomorrow. Quite a lot to go through, ain't it? So, what do you guys think? Good, bad,